Hey y'all, it's Cindy. Let me see if I can find everybody. Hey y'all, it's Cindy. Let me see if I can find everybody. Shh, I forgot to mute it. Hey y'all, it's Cindy. Let me see if I can find everybody. I forgot to mute it. Hey y'all, it's Cindy. Let me see if I can find everybody. Hey y'all, it's Cindy. Okay, I'm muted. Hey Sandra, hey Babs. How are you? Let me get drug up here. There we go. So, hey Vita, how are you? Um, let me make sure I have all my. There we go. So we're going to talk about Bakelite today. Hey Cece, how are you? Hey Georgia, Jennifer. So we're going to, and I'm going to show y'all some pieces. And the first thing I want to start with is I have two bracelets here that are not Bakelite. And I want you to, can you hear that clack? Okay. Now, here are two bracelets that are Bakelite. Can you hear the difference between the clacks? Hey, Mary Harris, how are you? Hey, my Skywatch, I missed you last night, sweetie. Anyway, do you hear the difference between the clacks? This one has a sharper, higher clack to it. So, hey, Belinda, how are you? So, anyway, and then this one has what I call a duller clack. Now, these three bracelets right here, I've showed y'all these before. I found these in Northwest Arkansas, and they were $3, which is $1 a piece. And I clacked them together, and I thought they're Bakelite. So I brought them home and tested them. Hey Tati, how are you? Tati's Closet, Darlene Buckland, how are you? So a good crowd here today. So I want to just read you some information about what Bakelite is and Bakelite. I try to always, I can't, normally I'm real bad about putting the Bakelite, but it's actually Bakelite. So here we go. Bakelite is a trademark name for a synthetic rosin chemically formulated and named after Belgian chemist L.H. Bakelin in 1909. This newer plastic was for molding items formerly created in highly flammable celluloid or in hard rubber molds. It is capable of being molded and carved, and some Art Nouveau and Deco jewelry pieces were crafted into Bakelite. So I'm going to show y'all some pieces in these books. But Bakelite, if you don't have any Bakelite, if you don't know how to test for it, the best way to test for it is using Simichrome, and you rub it on there. You can also use Original 409 and rub it, and it'll turn your Q-tip orange or yellowy. Anyway, I'm going to show y'all. I have these three bangles here, which I did pay $1 a piece for. These are some more. I have these two here, these green ones. I have this one. Now, I'll just tell you the truth. This one shocked the far out of me because it is really, really thin. And it could be something besides Bakelite, because there are other plastics that will test the same as I was reading in this book a while ago, that test the same, but they're along the same lines as Bakelite. So that one surprised me. This is Bakelite with its little dots in it. So, hey, Lynn B and Cherry Berry. So, I don't think I missed anybody, but if I did, I'm sorry. So, thanks, y'all, for coming and spending a little bit of time with me. So, we have that one. That one's Bakelite. And then this beautiful yellow one. They call that butterscotch or amber Bakelite. Then I have 2 pairs of earrings that are Bakelite. Bakelite. I have these swirly ones that look like faux tortoiseshell, and then these that are molded and cut. So anyway, but there are all kinds of plastics in jewelry, and we tend to snug some plastics. And so I just want to I want to show you some pictures. Right now, Bakelite prices are not real high. I got in some new books. These are some bangles. The bangles that are carved or have the design in them are more desirable and more highly priced. This is called Plastic Jewelry in the 20th Century. So it is a little bit older book. So anyway, but those are a little bit better. They fetch better pricing. So, oh, that wasn't what I wanted to see there. So now I have some things here in this book here laid out. So I just want to show you here. I have this marked. So looky here at these pins, all these carved pins. They're Bakelite. So, but one of the things that we discount, and I do it real bad, is Lucite bracelets. And this, I believe, is called Moonglow Lucite. And if I'm wrong, correct me. And those almost look the exact same color there. So anyway, your grandpa collects Bakelite radios. Yes, their radios were used to make Bakelite was used to make radios. So after, yeah, they call it the smell of formaldehyde, and you can actually, if you're out shopping and you pick up a bracelet and you think, man, that smells like Bakelite, here are some clues to look. First of all, look inside here and make sure there's no kind of seam, because Bakelite has no seams. There's no seams to it. So now you can find beads. Then what I like to do is take my finger and just rub really hard until it gets hot, till it gets hot, and it gives off a smell. I know this is mean, but I call it old lady smell, or funeral home smell. Probably funeral home smell is really the closest to it. But anyway, and it just gives off a smell, and it's a very distinctive smell. But if there's more than one of them, the clacking, where you hear that, just that high pitch clack, and once you learn that clack, you just know, oh, that's Bakelite. So anyway, but I have some other pieces here that are different plastics too. So those are Lucite, the Moonglow Lucite, but it doesn't always give off a strong smell. No, if it's been sealed, it won't. But the best way to test is using the 409, or the Simichrome is the best way. So this one is older. It has some issues. It's lost some of its petals. I do believe that this is, I thought it was celluloid, but the more I read about celluloid, I don't think it is. I think it's probably molded plastic. But it is, I liked it because it has that accordion thing there. I think it's really cool. And then here are some earrings that are very, very similar to it. But there are a difference. These have ridges and they're thinner. And these here, I believe, are thermoset plastic. And I really do not know what the difference is. I'll just tell you that. It's just in studying it, I think these are thermoset plastic. But that is a pretty. So game pieces were made out of Bakelite. Yes. These are cool. But they match that bracelet so well. So that I put them away with that. So I have another, let me see here. There. I have another piece, and I'm going to show you it, and I'm also going to show you something in the book that makes me think that these are, let's see, was it in this book? Let me just see if it was in this book or not. Yes. So here you go. This right here, can you see that right there? This lemon colored, it's called lemon colored plastic thermostat. So there's an earring and a bracelet set. And I have what appears to be the matching necklace. So how cool is that? And there's words on that. I was going to say there's no words on that, but there are words on that. Nope, that's not words. It's just roughness in the metal. So for lunch, I just got finished eating lunch. Pancake sounds really good. But this is a thermoset plastic piece too, I do believe. So anyway, I love it. I really wish I knew a lot more about it because it's so pretty. And I find necklaces like these pretty often, and I really like them. If it's not thermoset plastic, then it's probably Lucite. Lucite was used so extensively that I think that we just discredit it and say, "Oh, that's just plastic." But this is a piece that come out of one of my little hoard drawers. We're going to go through in a minute. So, but yeah. So what really kind of got me started was, as I go through things, a lot of times I'll just say, "Oh, I think this is so and so. This is so and so." I was going through a tub and I said that I thought something was Lucite, and so somebody emailed me and asked me if I would sell them a Lucite mystery box of sorts. And then I like freaked out and like, oh no, what if it's not all Lucite? What if it's something different? So anyway, so I was a little freaked out. So anyway, so let me show you some other plastics. These are pieces that I got in the mail the other day, and I haven't. Turkey sub. You love that style of that thermoset. So you've been looking for some dominoes. Oh, I think I have some dominoes that are Bakelite. So here is a vintage piece of what is a molded plastic. It has a seam, and it is more than likely just a molded thermoset plastic. It's a beautiful kind of green, blue, turquoise almost colored, and these are Sarah Coventry pieces, by the way. I bought these from Anita Fanita, so I got a lot in yesterday of them. So that is a plastic where plastic was used by Sarah Coventry. And here is another plastic in a molded shaped bead. It's not carved, but it is shaped, and it too is Sarah Coventry. And they're just, they're plastic thermos, what I would call just a plastic. So plastic beads. I'm not a fan of plastic beads, but I am a fan of Sarah Coventry jewelry. So anyway, so does anybody have any? Let me just show you the books that I got in. There's supposed to be one that's coming that's just about Bakelite. So plastic jewelry of the 20th century, Lillian Baker, and then it was updated by Karima Perry and Ginger Morrow, and it has some beautiful pictures in it. So anyway, it makes me just want to go jewelry shopping and look at plastics. So there's some real pretty pictures. See, using belt buckles and buttons. I have a few. Do I still have them, or did I give them to somebody? May have given them away because y'all know I like to give things away. So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I like this pink, and I like this too. So So that we need to not be jewelry snobs. Now I love my rhinestones. Y'all know I love my rhinestones. So well, hello. But we need not be jewelry snobs because against plastics, because plastics can't have value. Look at here, guys. It's a froggy page. Look at the froggies. Aren't they cute? Those frogs are made out of just green plastic. It says peach colored plastic. And then the green plastic frog. Now, the pricing on this is updated price guide, and I don't agree with the prices. This was updated in 2013, so it's still 6 years old, and they've got ginormous pricing. I mean, just ridiculous. So you'll post a picture on your Instagram. You won't ruin what sets are valuable. Sets of, yes, you need to go. A mahogany set of tile that are tiles or bakelite. Yes. Somebody, I think Margaret talked about those one day in one of her videos. So this one is Plastic Jewelry by Linjarda Kelly and Nancy Schiffer. And this is a Schiffer book. So anyway, so I just pulled these out of my unsigned jewelry box. And these don't have seams in them either. But they just have that glow to them. And I really discounted these, and the other day I saw Margaret doing the buy it or don't buy it video, and she actually picked up one of these and said that she would probably put it on her Etsy like for $14.99. And I was thinking, seriously, I may need to go to my flea market booths and pull some then, because I put them in the booth all the time on the dollar rack. So anyway, so I want to get those down in there right so it don't smush it. So who's ready to look at some more hoard jewelry? You think celluloid? Oh, on the plastic pins. Y'all know I showed you last. You didn't know? Yeah, they are made. Mahjong and dominoes were both made from Bakelite. You love vintage plastic jewelry? So, oh, Babsy's ready to look at some more of my hoard. So, I pulled three drawers. So, we'll start with this little lovely. And most of my hoarding jewelry is not signed. I'll just tell you all that right now. And I don't keep it because of who makes it. I keep it because it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is a bracelet. It is AB stones with these big navettes in the middle. See these big navettes? Isn't that gorgeous? Let's see if I lay it up against this black house. I bet it'll show even better. That one there is gorgeous. And it's vintage. I'm sure it's vintage. You just don't see this kind of workmanship in jewelry today. So, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. So, that one's pretty. And this is, let's see, where's the other one of those? I may be missing an earring. Or I may only have had one to begin with. Just a little rhinestone screwback earring. And I think I only had one of these to begin with, that I saved it because it was so pretty. So, and then this is a pair. And I do not know if this color is going to show up. But there went that one of those bracelets. Can y'all see that has an opal look to that little stone in there? There, you can catch some of that fire in it. Just a beautiful, beautiful earring with little faux pearls and amethyst set around it, and an amethyst stone here. And they're screw back. They're unsigned. They just have, it is glass. My guess would be opal glass. I don't think it's a real stone, but it's really pretty. And then these are real pretty. There's a pair of them. They have clip-on earrings. They have a mesh surround around them. And we don't know anybody that likes mesh, do we? Nobody. And these are fleur-de-lis with a mirrored rhinestone, a black mirrored rhinestone, and they're really pretty. The stones are pretty. The metalwork not so pretty, but it has beautiful stones in it. So I haven't seen her, not yet. How are you today, Vanessa? And these are pretty. They have ABs in them. That middle one is an AB stone. And then little pink stones around them. Little clip-on earrings. Aren't they sweet? And then I still have trouble. I'm doing better about letting it go. But I still have trouble letting go just white rhinestone jewelry. But there's another bracelet. Really pretty. Oh. Maybe one of these days I'll start letting some of this stuff go and selling it in my auctions. Maybe. So, now stuff like this I wouldn't have as much trouble letting go. It's cool. It is vintage. Green. In fact, I think I've sold something very similar to this not too long ago. You've been trying to list jewelry? Hey, Adam, how are you? I do love mesh. So I like mesh jewelry. I've learned, though, I can't keep it all. So I think that's pretty. And this one here is pretty. And it is older, but it's not got the Y. But all of those little stones are riveted on. All those little stone mountings are riveted on. The back of it is full of rivets. You have a sterling bracelet that has a missing rhinestone. I have all kinds of rhinestones here in my little rhinestone collection. This here has a yucky chain on it, but it is a vintage chain. I really need to clean it up. Anyway, it's not great, but it is vintage. It's got a box clasp on it. Anyway, it's kind of cool. The chain is the clasp is kind of cool, but it's a pendant and a brooch, and it's cute. Oh. These little birdies, and one of them is missing his blue eye, but I just kept him anyway because they're really old. They're screwbacks, and they're old, and I didn't show y'all the thermoset necklace. So this guy is not old. He's not nothing. He's made into wine. The only thing he is adorable. Look at him. How can you not love a face like that? He's so stinking cute. So he's sitting over there saying, who's cute? Me? I'm cute? Seriously. He's adorable. Adorable. These are older and they are different. I like things that are different. Your ladybug has a missing eye. You've been into Weiss lately? I love Whiting and Davis. Cherryberry, have you seen me show any of my purses? Oh. Those are pretty. They have these little stones over here have AB sheen on them. This little guy is so out of my normal things that I keep, and he's really not in great shape, but I kept him because he says he's made in England. His little glass flowers on glass leaves. I don't know. Hey, darling Crowley, how are you? So, and then this little bar brooch with that little stuff all filled in it. So that's cute. There, that was 3 drawers. We went through those fast. Let me slide these back. Bisque, maybe. That hurt. Okay, this stuff here is not a it's not all rhinestone, but it is all vintage, and it is all one designer. So I'm going to show y'all and see if y'all can guess the designer. I'll leave the one piece that kind of identifies it to the very end. So here's a necklace, a big old pendant. It has a fold over clasp on a kind of almost looks like a rope chain, snake chain kinda. So, and I've showed these before, so if you've watched and seen, you probably know what they are. So you like my outfit today? Brightness. Beautiful. You're going to reach in the iPad and take them. So, y'all remember what I said? Y'all ever see somebody post on Facebook that I passed away, contact my family so you can buy my beautiful lovely so that somebody will love them. Look at this one. Isn't that pretty? Just metal links, and they're enameled. And it has a hook and eye closure, and I'm being sneaky and holding my finger over the hang tag because it is identifiable. That's me. I'm a sneaky gal. Let's see. And here's this. Just a little. Nope, not Napier. Cherry berry. Honey, I don't, I mean, I'm not looking to die, but after what happened to my husband, I realized that anything can happen to anybody. So, anyway. And I told him, so Cherry Berry guessed that it is Trifari. So did Vanessa. It is Trifari. All of this is a Trifari lot I bought from the same gal on eBay. And I've bought from her several times. So here's a very interesting bracelet that is Trifari. It has this. These are just plastic beads. And they're not even in the best of shape. And there's enamel loss on that. And then it has the little hang tee. And here's a beautiful little brooch that I forgot was in here. This stuff just hasn't been put away. It just got stuck in the bucket back there. So just let's see if it'll, there we go, focus in. It's just like almost like a mother's brooch, like for mother's rings. Oh, it's missing a little rhinestone. I'll have to put a little rhinestone in it. So drats. Hey, there's a little blue one right there laying on my cabinet. On my counter. He's not big enough. And this is a brooch, kind of bow, a bow kind of brooch, and then a pair of clip-on brushed earrings in a swirl pattern. And here's the match to that. And here, this is really pretty. it is an earring. Let's see. There's the other one. Say, tell me I didn't lose it. Anyway, so it's got these little baguettes, and it's got a little knot there, a little swirl knot with a little dangle baguette. Really cute. Really, really cute. And they're clip-ons. So, and this one here would have given it away. If you hadn't have known what it was, this would have given it away. So I waited till last on them. They're on a card, and they say Trifari. So anyway, so they were, I never heard of Lazarus, but they were sold at a store called Lazarus, and they were $12.88 originally. Anybody know where Lazarus? So anyhow, you saw you copy off my cheat sheet. So anyhow, so but yeah, the Bakelite is, to me, Bakelite is fun just because it's made, so many things are made with it. Okay, I'm gonna bring out just a few more things here to show y'all this day. What is in here? Oh, I know what's in here. I looked in here a while ago. So oh, I'm laughing at myself because I forget that I save all these beautiful treasures. Here's a big rhinestone brooch. So you've seen it in a shop. So, but he came back. Are you talking about who's dead? But he came back. So anyway, so I missed it. So, and then here is this, and it is signed. Let's see. Come here. This is Kramer of New York. And where's my black thing? Because it needs to hang on black. Because it is absolutely, I don't even know that the camera is going to be able to pick it up. Stunning bracelet. Those are AB coating. I know the rich man and Lazarus. Oh, Lazarus. Ha 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 ha. I got you. Well, that tag was a Lazarus. I imagine it's a store, but anyway, isn't that pretty? God raised him from the dead. Yep. I know who Lazarus is. Lazarus. There's a song about that. So. See, Vita, I told you. I was showing Vita one day. Somebody had a sale on eBay, and they were selling off an estate of a book writer, a jewelry book writer. I said, I probably have some rhinestones that are just as nice as what they're selling, except for mine might not have signatures on them, and mine aren't for sale. So this is just a pair of green rhinestone earrings, and as you can see, they're uneven. And I think they're uneven because I think that I needed a green rhinestone for something, and I think I clipped it off. So I think some of this stuff I do keep to harvest the jewels out of, but most of it I keep because it's just gorgeous. So this one here is a necklace, but it is missing the chain on this side, and I haven't found a chain like that yet. If any of y'all find a chain like that, I need a chain like that. But look at those rhinestones. Look at that sparkle. I love AB rhinestones. I mean, AB that is my weakness, AB rhinestones. And it has a tag on it that makes me think of Coro. But cut the other side. But even if I cut the other side, it won't make it long enough. It won't be long enough because it would be only, I mean, I don't know, nobody's got a neck that small. So, anyway, but it's still pretty. And that there is just a little pretty cross that I kept because I like the stones in it. It's nothing. I mean, it's literally a piece of Chinese jewelry. So that one is a C that is missing rhinestones. And this one here is some old glass crystal AB coated beads. And they're older. And they need to be restrung because they're but they're pretty. And they actually are a double strand that goes like that. But the hook and fastener came off of it. I forgot you were in there. He's a little owl. This may be the box that's got bits and pieces in it. That one is just a piece of rhinestone that's older. So I love AB stones. So cut that piece of chain in half. Well, anyway. So all of those there are just little bits and baubles of pieces of things that are broken. So, oh, no. Here's a pair of earrings that are not bits and pieces. They're just older clip-on earrings with big old white rhinestones. So I do kind of hoard rhinestones too. There, if you can look in here, let's see, there's I took that off of a necklace that was coming apart. Here's some AB stones that I cut off of something that was coming apart. So I kind of do hoard rhinestones. Just a little bit, not a whole bunch, just a little bit. And if I've showed y'all this, I'm sorry, but it's so pretty we can look at it again, okay? So here's some Coro stuff. These things here are some pieces. Oh, this is one of a flag that I saved that was, I find flag brooches all the time, but this one was real pretty. So if it'll, there you go. Focus in. Pretty, pretty. So I know it is beads. Yep. It is beads. Look, guys, I'm branching out more, wearing beads. I call this my flapper bead necklace. So, this one here is missing the rhinestone in the middle, the enamel. I can put it back. I just haven't. It ain't like I don't have no rhinestones. Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? That is beauty-muss. Beauty, beauty-muss. These are all Coro pieces here. That one is beauty-muss too. Oops. And that's how he goes. He looked upside down. Yeah, Vita makes beautiful jewelry. She's always making and sending me goodies. And another Coro piece. Little gold tone roses. So put these Coro pieces all back in here. So she loves working with beads. I swear, Vita, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I swept up a pile of beads this morning that fell. I knocked over a bucket of stuff that I'm collecting for a craft lot. And I knocked it over. And this is Giovanni. Anyway, I knocked it over. And then beads and everything. And I swept up the beads and put them in the trash. They weren't very nice beads. So that's just a leaf. Like a palm branch almost. This one here, I love this. It's so delicate. It's not signed anything. I just love it. pale blue, almost moonstone look. And this is a piece that I operated on that needed rhinestones. And here's the bracelet. I bought it down at one of my flea markets that I have a booth in. And here is the necklace, and I'm looking, I think it says Coro, yes. I knew it said something, I just couldn't remember. Can't get there. That necklace. And it was missing rhinestones. When I got it, it was missing about 8 or 9 rhinestones, and so this is why I save rhinestones. Replaced them and put them back together and put it in my hoard pile to collect. So for collecting, y'all know I do have a problem. So this is a pair of earrings, and somewhere there's a match to it, and I know there's a match to this one. I just don't know where it is. And this is pretty. I don't think this one has a match. Yes, it does. This one has a match, but I remember exactly where these came from. My friend that lives in Pennsylvania sent me these, and she had them listed for sale in her eBay shop, and they never sold. But there's a reason they never sold. So let's see. Let me get go. When I find the other one, I can show you. These blue navettes. One of the navettes has the end of it broken off, and that's the one that has. Is that the one that has the end broke off? Nope. These are not it. That must be on the other earring. But these are Hobey, and Hobey is one of my dream collectors. Now I got a question for you guys. You love looking at my pieces. So, who made the necklace that I fixed? This blue one with the matching blue bracelet. It's Coro. Coro. Yep, it is a Coro piece. So, just because I don't know for sure. And this is signed Express, which Express is not a vintage company, nor is it a real high-end company. But is that a squash blossom? Do y'all know? Is it? Did your mom wear Coro, Robin? Anybody know if that's a squash blossom? That was my big question of the day. Is that a squash blossom? Okay. So, just a crescent, not a squash blossom. Thank you, Carla. I did not know you were here. So, I'm going to make Vanessa sad because that I've not sent this to her. I do keep some butterflies, Vanessa. This one here is a Napier butterfly, and he doesn't come out and fly. He's just my little, well, it's going to definitely, isn't he pretty? So, he booty must. There might have been, is it still worth as much if you restore it with rhinestones? Well, despite the fact that I restored it, I still missed a stone. There. It's probably in the bottom of this basket. Anyway, I don't have plan on selling it. So anyway, here's another one of the little enamel flowers. So I just wanted to repair it because it wasn't doing nobody no good like it was. So probably, I mean, if I sold it, I would disclose that I had repaired it. Some more enamel flowers. I have a bunch of enamel flowers. Some more. These here are plastic, and they look like molded plastic. Another flower, enamel flower. Another enamel flower. He's not very pretty. He's not very pretty at all. So I want to show y'all something. Now I bought this, and the reason I bought this is because they listed that this was Bakelite. And it could still be Bakelite. They sold it as Bakelite. Let's look into see. I saw there. I saw something that had a lot of rhinestones in it. I'll show you this last rhinestone, and this is going to be the last one. He's cute with his dots. Look at that. That's a tulip in blue stones. This is a listener piece. Oh. Anyway. So I have this piece. It was listed as Bakelite on the thing, that it was Bakelite, but it's not Bakelite. I do not believe. I believe it is celluloid. Oh, let you see that ugly flower again. Which ugly flower? Did I ever count all the brooches that I own? No. No. I can't count that high. You just don't even know. What do y'all think? Look here on the back, it says Japan. This one here, it's not very pretty. That one there, he's not very pretty. He's just white with. You have this one here too, celluloid. That's what I thought, but it was listed as Bakelite. That it was a law, and it said it had Bakelite, and this was the piece they identified as Bakelite. When I saw it, I thought, that's not Bakelite, that's celluloid. So Japan, old, yeah, it's old. It's very old, and it's very nice, but it's not Bakelite. So anyway, but it is nice. So I have some. So do y'all want me to tell y'all what I've done? Or I'll just wait and let y'all be surprised. Okay. So I showed y'all that cute little owl a while ago. Here's another one. I paid $2.50 for him. Ain't he cute too? So I'm not a discriminator of, it don't have to be old and marvelous. If it's cute, it's coming home with me. So remember what I told y'all last week? No pretty jewelry left behind. This one here is a Liz Claiborne. So this morning I got an invoice in my mailbox for something that I had made a deal with somebody on a Facebook group to buy a bunch of brooches that they listed. A bunch. And because I bought so many, she marked them down for me. So there's another coral piece. That needs to go in the coral bucket. So it's pretty too. Coral is also one of my favorite ones that I like to hoard. But I'm not a discriminator of who I hoard. I just hoard everybody. So anyway, there's the coral bag. So, but we've been here for about 44 minutes, 45 minutes. And maybe next week I'll see if I can get the do y'all see these drawers right here? These drawers right here. See how long they are? They don't come out. But the one on the very bottom of this is full all the way to the top with brooches. Yeah, I shouldn't tell y'all these things because y'all are going to think that lady has a problem. So, but that's okay. I have this therapy group. And they're called the Jewelry Lovers Community and Love and Jewelry Community and the Jewelry Community of YouTube. And they know that I have a problem, and so they are just very, very kind and gentle with me about. I didn't even show y'all half of what was in there. About oohing and awing over my collections and all that kind of stuff. I do have a mess here. So here's one more set that is a, I'm pretty sure I bought this from Bougie Bear. So it's brown and yellow stones, brown and topaz colored, and it's got matching earrings. And they're not signed. Anyway, in little boxes. So I think from now on, when I get the mood to buy a box of something, I should just go through my own boxes. That might be the best. That might be the best idea for me, to go through my own boxes of stuff. I still have a jar of jewelry I'm still trying to untangle. So anyway, it's one of the nicest problems to have. I know. So we all have stories to share about our addiction. Well, oh, where did that go? There it is. I have to get the broom. I need the broom anyway. I've got jewelry under here I've got to sweep up. That's pitiful. I've got jewelry to sweep up, girls. That's pitiful. So, anyway. So, but thank y'all for coming to Love and Jewelry. We are going to just talk more about things, jewelry things, and jewelry stuff like that. I think the guests I'm going to have once a month. Because the last, I'm having trouble getting people to come on, first of all, and not because people don't want to come on, but just because people are busy. And so, anyway, so, I mean, I can talk all day, so y'all know me. So, you have decades and half a century of addiction. So, I'll make you laugh. Do you mind holding on to my jewelry until my next purchase? Okay. Yes, I can do that, Francis. I think I've already sent you an invoice, but if I haven't, I will. And I'll just put your things with the other box of stuff. So anyway, so but I'm glad I make somebody laugh. So thanks, Blandine. So hey, Lydia, we all have a problem. So yeah, I just need to, you like teacher lessons on different subjects. Well, I think next week we're going to talk about Coro and about when Coro was made, what some of their uniqueness about some of their designs, and anyway, so I think next week we're going to talk about Coro, and I think unless Barbie Crafts is supposed to be figuring out when she can be here, if she can be here the next week or the next. And so once she lets me know, whatever week she's not going to be here, we'll talk about Coro. I love Coro. So anyhow, so y'all have a wonderful day. Stay warm if you're cold, stay cool if you're hot, and if you're just right, eat your porridge, okay? Bye. Love y'all. Thanks.